Okay, so I know we've been doing some shoulder opening and hip opening recently, but we haven't been doing much heart opening for like more of the upper back and full chest area. So we'll be working on that today. And as always, when I like to something I like to keep in mind when going through heart opening sequences is to just keep connecting to yourself and thinking of new ways that you can be giving and caring to others, especially during the fall. It's another transition time. A lot of our peers, friends, family are going through the challenges of kids going back to school while also working remote. So just maybe keep that in mind as you go through practice today. And with that, find a comfortable seat if you're not there already. Sit well, sit nice and tall. And just begin to connect to your breath. Feeling your lungs expand, the chest rise with each inhale. And notice the emptiness at the bottom of each exhale. And maybe take this opportunity to set a dedication or intention for practice today. And slowly allow the eyes to flutter open if they've closed. Bring your hands to your knees and your thighs if they're not there already. And begin to take some circles with the torso. You can make these as large or as small as feels good for you. And then take the circles in the other direction. Find stillness at center with a neutral spine. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up. Exhale, pull it in through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, pull it in through heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, pull it in through heart center. Interlace your fingers, flip the palms, press them away from you. Feel as if someone's pulling your hands away from you to help your shoulders spread even further across the back. Maybe you pull your belly button in towards your spine and take a little bit of a rounding in the back. Hold here for one more full inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Let this go. Find a neutral spine. Swim your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, and pull the fist down and away from you. Open up the heart. Really just opening up the shoulders in the opposite direction. If it feels nice, you can shimmy from side to side. And gently release the hands. Let's bring them back to our knees. As we inhale, rock forward on your sits bones. Open up the chest, broaden the collarbone, lean forward a bit. As you exhale, round the spine. Gaze can come towards your navel as you roll towards the back of your sits bones. Inhale, pull the heart forward, broaden the chest. Exhale, round the spine, turn inward. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, close. And as you inhale, cross over the ankles and come onto hands and knees. Find your tabletop position. And create a nice strong foundation. Shoulders stacked over our wrists. Fingers are spreading wide. Hips stacked over our knees. Really pressing ever so slightly into the mat, feeling your shoulders engaged and spreading across the back. As you inhale, drop the belly, open up the heart, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, angry cat. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, round. Take a few more cycles with your breath. Maybe you take the time to notice how your range of motion changes when we're on our hands and knees doing cat-cow versus when we're on our seat. And come find a neutral spine. Let's flip the palms so that our fingertips are pointing towards our knees or as close to your knees as you can. The goal here is really to get your wrist creases parallel to the top edge of the mat, but I know that's not always feasible for everyone. You should already start to feel a nice deep stretch in your forearms. And you can play with taking an inhale, arching the back, taking a slight cow pose. And as you exhale, round the spine, maybe you rock backwards ever so slightly to deepen even further the stretch in your forearms. And inhale, come back through center. Just take some gentle circles, finding some movement into the wrists, and then circle it out in the other direction. And find stillness at center. Flip your hands back, forward. If you need to shake them out, shake them out. Extend your right leg long behind you. Tuck the right toes while the foot is on the earth. You can rock forward and back. That feels nice to open up the calf. And then find stillness. Kick the left foot out about 45 degrees. Spin the right heel all the way down. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, you can reach the right arm alongside the ear to get a nice deep side stretch. And as you exhale, your next exhale, come back to a tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, open up the chest. Exhale, round the spine, turn inward. Inhale to a neutral spine. Extend the right leg long behind you. This time it is lifted about hip height. And then extend the left arm alongside your ear. Option to just stay here and hold, engaging all your core muscles, your glutes, your abs, your lower back to find the stability. Or if you're with me, as you exhale, we'll round and bring our right knee to our left elbow. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, knee to elbow. Let's do one more. Inhale, open. Exhale, knee to elbow. And then re-find your tabletop position. Inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling. Open up the chest as much as you can. And as you exhale, thread the right hand between the left hand and the left knee as you come to lay on your right cheek and your right shoulder. And try to keep even pressure in both knees. And if you'd like to deepen the twist or the stretch or your sensation, you can crawl your left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Left hand comes back in front of your face. Gently press into that hand to come back to your tabletop position. Extend the left leg long behind you. Tuck the toes while the foot is on the earth. And gently rock forward and back. Open up the calf. And find stillness. Kick that right foot out about 45 degrees. Spin the left heel down. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And as you exhale, extend the left arm alongside your ear. Enjoy the length in your left side body as we open it up. And on your next exhale, come back to your tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, open up the heart. Exhale, round the spine, really press the mat away from you into your cat. Inhale for neutral. Extend the left leg long behind you, about hip height. It's in the air. Toes are pointing straight down to the earth. Right arm reaches alongside our ear. Again, option to stay here and hold. Or if you're with me, as you exhale, bring your right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. And refine your tabletop position. This time we'll inhale, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Try to open up the chest as much as you can. And then as you exhale, thread the left arm between the right hand and the right knee. Come to lay on your left cheek and shoulder. Again, try to keep even pressure in both knees to keep your hips nice and balanced. And if it feels nice, you can crawl your right fingertips forward towards the front of the mat. One more full breath here. The right hand will plant in front of the face. And then as we inhale, press into the right arm and come back to your tabletop position. Begin to walk your hands to the front corners of your mat. Maybe grab a hold of the front corners of your mat as you begin to drop your chest towards the earth. Now, you might only bring your forehead down, which is absolutely fine, but you still want to think about melting your heart towards the earth. So you get a nice deeper back bend here, but not so deep that you're going crazy. This is puppy pose. And on your next inhale, pull on the mat, press into your hands to lift your chest, and then slowly bring your hands back underneath your shoulders to your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Take some time, pedal out your feet, swivel the hips, bend your knees, nod your head yes and no. Take whatever movement you need here. And inhale, come forward to a high plank. And exhale, lower all the way down to your stomachs. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. And exhale, lower down. Walk your fingers just out, just wider than the mat. Tent up onto your fingertips. Elbows pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Tops of the feet press firmly into the mat. Glue your pelvis into the earth. Squeeze your glutes. And as you inhale, lift your way forward, or lift your chest up for a wider cobra. And exhale, lower down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, ripple the heart up for cobra. And exhale, lower. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, elbows pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Tuck your toes, firm the legs, engage them, and in one straight line, press your way up to a high plank. Really nice. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And slowly begin to walk your feet to meet your hands at the front of the mat. Nice generous bend in the knees. You can grab opposite elbows. You can rest your hands on blocks. Whatever feels good for you. Let the head hang. Unfurrow the brow. You want to sway from side to side, that's an option. And release your hand if you've clasped your elbows. Press into your feet and slowly roll your way one vertebra at a time all the way up to stand. We will meet in mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up, high prayer. Exhale, swan dive over the legs into a forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up, high prayer. And exhale, pull it in through heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, high prayer. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, plant the hand, step the right foot back. Inhale, the left foot meets the right, high plank. And exhale, lower all the way down to your stomachs. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. And exhale through bent knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Back knee taps down, untuck the back toes. And then inhale, reach the right arm up. Take a gentle twist here. And exhale, right hand comes back to the earth, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale, right foot meets the left, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your stomachs. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale through bent knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Back knee taps down, untuck the back toes. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling, taking a gentle twist. Exhale, left hand comes back down to the earth, tuck the right toes, and step the right foot to meet the left. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, high prayer. And exhale, pull it in through heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, high prayer. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, plant the hand, step the left foot back. Inhale, the right foot meets the left, high plank. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. You can lower halfway if you're ready. Inhale for upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, make your way to a downward facing dog. Take 3 full breaths here. Just settling in. And keep in mind, anything I call out throughout practice, it's all optional. The only thing that's not optional is breathing. So if you need to modify, skip something, or take something up a notch, you're always welcome to. Inhale the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale to bend the knee and open up the hip. Let's twirl out our ankle and then twirl it in the other direction. Inhale, re-extend the right leg long. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Back knee taps down, untuck the back toes. If you need to pad up underneath the knee, you can double fold your mat. You can grab a blanket or a towel. Crawl up onto your right thigh. Begin to breathe some space into that front left hip. Trying to keep your chest nice and broad. And then hook your thumbs, sweep your arms up alongside your ears. So the goal is to get your biceps in line or behind your ears. Men tend to have very tight shoulders, so if you're here, that's fine. Just hopefully you're finding a nice opening in the chest and in the upper back. Keep your core engaged. Keep the awareness there. Don't just let everything fall out. One more full breath. And as you exhale, release the hands down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Listen, step the left foot to meet the right. We're in a forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Sink your hips, sweep the arms up as you lift your chest, chair pose. And then swim your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, pull the fist down and away, open up the chest, inhale, exhale, bow right back down over the legs. Allow your fist to fall forward, away from you, to open up the shoulders and the chest. And then release the hands to or towards the mat. Bend your knees slightly, press into your feet. Hook your thumbs once more. Inhale, lift your way up. Take a slight back bend. And then exhale, pull it in through heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Take some circles with the ankle. And then circle it out in the other direction. Inhale to re-extend the left leg long. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Back knee taps down, untuck the back toes. And inhale, crawl on up to the left thigh. Thinking about opening the front right hip, maybe sinking a little bit deeper, and keeping a nice proud chest. Release your hands from your thigh, hook your thumbs and sweep your arms up by your ears. And think about pulling your fingers, pulling your thumbs apart. That will help activate your arms and your shoulders, and maybe you'll find a little bit more of an opening across the chest and your armpits. One more inhale. And exhale, bring the arms back down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then step the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips, inhale, lift the chest, chair pose. Backstroke the arms, interlace your hands, pull the fists down and away from you. Inhale, and exhale, fold right back down over the legs. Allow the fist to fall towards the front of the room. Release your hands to or towards the mat. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Hook your thumbs, press into your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up by your ears. Slight back bend. And exhale, pull it in through heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, high prayer. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. We're in a low lunge. And then inhale to lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Option to spin to the outer edge of the right foot. Stack the left foot on top, taking a side plank. I'll hold here for 3, for 2, and 1. Everyone will meet in a high plank. Exhale, cycle through your vinyasa, lower half or all the way down. Inhale for upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, make your way to a downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend the right leg long. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, lift your way up to a high lunge. Settle in, sink the hips. Right hand comes to the right thigh as we inhale, the left arm up and over, taking a side bend. Inhale back up. Bring your hands behind your head. You can interlace your fingers, open up your elbows. Inhale, open up your chest, lean your head back into your hands. Try to open up your elbows even further. And then as you exhale, close your elbows around your upper back. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, close and round. So we're kind of trying to isolate a cat-cow movement in our upper spine. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. That's enough of that. Release your hands. And then begin to shift your weight forward into the front leg, your right foot. We're coming into warrior 3. So if you have blocks, you're more than welcome to come into a supported warrior 3. Here you can have your hands alongside your ears, alongside your body, or at prayer. Whatever floats your boat today. One more full breath. And then exhale the left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back this time. So we're in a low lunge with our right foot forward. Inhale the right arm up, easy twist. Option to stay here, or you can roll to the outer edge of the left foot, stack the right foot on top, coming into a side plank. Wherever you are, we'll hold for 3, 2, 1, and make your way to a high plank. Inhale here, and exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale for upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Inhale, extend the left leg long. And exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, come on up, high lunge. Take your time to settle in, relax your shoulders. Left hand to left thigh. Inhale, the right arm reaches up and over, taking a side bend, opening up that whole right side body here. Inhale back through center. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hands to the back of your head. As you inhale, open up your elbows, broaden the chest. Lean your head back into your palms. And then as you exhale, close the elbows to round the upper back. Inhale, open it up. And trust me, I know the balance while doing this is very challenging. Exhale, close. You can always widen your stance. It will help give you a little bit more stability. Open it up as you inhale. And exhale round. Let that go. Inhale back up to your high lunge. Begin to shift the weight into your left leg as we come forward to warrior three, creating a T shape with our body, standing on the left leg. Right foot is extremely flexed, as if we're holding up the back wall behind us. Again, option to bring your hands down to blocks for a supported warrior three. You can keep them alongside your ears, alongside your body, or hands can come to prayer. Yogi's choice. One more inhale. And exhale, the right foot meets the left, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back. High plank. Option to cycle through a vinyasa or simply meet us in a downward facing dog. Bend your knees and drop down onto your shins. Bring your knees wide, untuck your toes, big toes can touch, or you can keep your toes tucked. If you have really tight tops of your ankles, find a child's pose. Flip your palms, bend the elbows, allow your fingers to graze the tops of your shoulders. Try to walk your elbows a little bit closer to your head, maybe an inch or so forward. And inhale, we extend your arms long. Plant your palms, walk your hands towards your feet. Inhale, lift your way up onto your shins. Shift your hips over to one side and swing your legs around. Make your way to the center of your mat. All right. Grab a block if you have one. We will use it in a few moments if you have it, and if you don't, no worries. We're gonna work on bridge pose a little bit today. So come to lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet planted firmly on the earth. You want them about hips width distance, so kind of shooting straight out from your sits bones. And you want your feet parallel to one another. We don't want duck feet. We don't want our toes splaying out. You want them to be pointing straight forward. So if you need to take a look, take a look. Make sure your heels are not too far from your seat. A good point of reference is that you can graze them with your fingertips. And we'll do a couple of flowing hip lifts first. So as we inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips as you lift your arms so they come alongside your ears. As you exhale, slowly lower your hips back to the mat as you bring your arms back down along your sides. Inhale, squeeze and lift. And exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, squeeze your glutes. Lift those hips. And exhale, lower. Now that you hopefully understand how to squeeze your glutes to lift your hips up, and you notice how your hamstrings were engaged, grab your block if you have it and place it between your thighs, right up against your pubic bone, the kind of the wide low level. So it's the narrowest way between your knees or your thighs, and right up as close to your torso as possible. So this time as we lift our hips, in addition to squeezing your glutes and your hamstrings, think about squeezing the block together. That will help protect your low back and keep your legs straight. Sometimes when we come into bridge, our knees start to knock out and our feet splay out, and then it just puts a lot of extra pressure on our lower back. So this time as you inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings, squeeze the block. and lift your hips up. You can leave your hands pressing firmly into the mat. We'll hold here for about 2 full breaths. If you like, you can grab the outer edges of the mat to help open up your chest a little bit and pull the mat kind of down and away from you. Sometimes that feels nice. And then on your next exhale, gently lower your hips back to the mat. Leave the block where it is. We'll do that one more time. As you're ready, inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, squeeze the block, engage all the muscles in your legs. That's one of the things people often forget, is that you've got a lot of muscles in your legs that will help make this pose more accessible, more enjoyable even. An option this time, if you'd like to interlace your fingers behind your back and shimmy one shoulder under and then the next to get even a little bit more lift and openness in the chest, you're welcome to. Let's take 2 more full deep breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly release your hands. Lower your hips down onto the earth. Remove the block. Bring your feet as wide as the mat and knock your knees in towards one another for a moment of constructive rest as we are currently neutralizing our spine. Since we just did a lot of back bending, we like to neutralize it so it's not shocked if we instantly try to fold forward. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Cup your knees with your hands. Begin to draw some big circles, open and close with the knees as if you're stirring a pot. And take those circles in the other direction. And find stillness. Draw your knees in towards your armpits. Feet flex straight up towards the ceiling. Find your happy baby. You can grab the outer edges of your feet, your ankles, your shins, or the backs of your thighs. If it feels nice, you can rock from side to side. Breathing some space into our hips here. And again, always trying to keep that full connection with your spine all the way through the low back. So if you find your booty is lifting, grab lower on your legs and maybe your knees aren't coming as close to your armpits. Check in with yourself, hold yourself accountable to protecting your back. And then release your legs, bring your knees back into your chest, open your arms out to a T, and gently drop your knees over to the right, taking a gentle spinal twist. Gaze can be over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, drop your knees over to the left. Gaze can be over the right shoulder. And inhale, come back through center. If you've got your block handy still, grab it. I'm gonna call out a supported shoulder stand. And if you don't have a block, you can just do traditional legs up the wall. Either you can scoot yourself over to a wall and we're just gonna extend our legs straight up, or you can do it exactly in the middle of your mat as I'm doing right now, just extending your legs up. If you need a slight bend in the knees, that's fine. If you have your block, Press into your feet to lift your hips and place the block just underneath your sacrum, kind of that flattest part of your low back, and then lift your legs up towards the ceiling. I find this makes it a little bit easier to find a straighter leg, and the lifting of the hips, I don't know, it just feels like a nicer angle on my back and my legs all together. Really flex the feet. Imagine giving them a little bit of a break. You don't have to hold us up right now. One more full breath. And as you're ready, slowly bring your legs back down to the earth. If you're up on a block, gently press into your feet to remove it. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders tight like a ball. And as you exhale, let everything go. Release all your limbs onto the earth and find your final resting pose. Shavasana, you've made it. The work is done. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring some awareness back into your body. Invite some movement. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Inhale your arms long overhead. Take a nice deep morning stretch. And then bend your knees. Draw the soles of the feet to the earth. And gently roll onto one side using your arm as a pillow. Pausing here for a moment. Just let it all sink in. Maybe you take this opportunity to come back to that intention or dedication you set for practice at the start of class. And as you're ready, gently press your way up to a comfortable seat. Hands will come to prayer at heart center. We slightly bow our heads in gratitude for practice and for each other. Thank you all for being here with me today and sharing your lights. Just remember, we are resilient human beings and we have such huge, enormous hearts to give to one another. Namaste.